Need FIFA coins? Go and check out gofifacoins.com, link down in the description below. Use J54 at checkout for a discount. What is up, guys, and welcome to the second episode of Sancho's Road to Glory, or should I say the Sanchosen one, because that is the new name for this series. I asked you guys in the very first episode to give me some ideas for kind of like a play on words kind of thing, and obviously you guys delivered. You had many suggestions, so thank you all to everyone that put in some suggestions. But yeah, we've gone for the Sanchosen one. It's the one that got the most thumbs up, and the one which kind of I kind of liked that the one the most as well. But yeah, it went down well with most people. I don't think I saw anyone say they didn't like the series name or that suggestion. So yeah, thank you very much. I'll put the comment on the screen right now. Yeah, so thank you very much to whoever suggested that. But yeah, as you can see on the screen, we are just going through a lot of the small objectives and starter objectives that you've got to do at the very start of the game. Now, before we get into the real kind of content of this episode and of this series for today, I want to ask you guys a question. Do you want a Road to Glory episode every single day at 8 AM? That's the kind of way that I'm swaying, because the only way that I feel like I can really give this series my all is if I upload it every single day. And I think it'd be kind of good, because then therefore you guys would know when to come back to the series, and you'd know that one will be uploaded every single day. You don't have to worry about whether the one's going to be like one might not be uploaded, because yeah, it will be every single day. And then I can still upload 7-minute squads in the evening, other videos that I'm doing with other people, and also on the weekends you'll most likely get 2 videos each day. So it's more content for you guys. It's a bit of a weird time. I've seen other YouTubers upload early before, and I think it goes down kind of well. You guys could watch it before school or whatever, work or college or whatever, whatever you're up to, and it kind of just is. It's there. If you come home from school and you want to watch the video, you don't have to wait till 6 or 7 PM when I release a normal one. You can go and check out the one that was 8 AM. So let me know in the comment section below whether that's something you guys would like to see, and if it is, I'll be starting from tomorrow. So I need to get a kind of gauge of an idea of whether you guys want to see that or not. So yeah, I'll put some comments down in the comment section below, and you guys just got to thumbs them up, and that'd be very, very much appreciated. So more into this episode. What is it completely about? So as you all know, when you first get a club on Ultimate Team, it's pretty hard to get some coins. But as more recent times have kind of come into play, it's got a lot easier to get a few thousand coins at the start of the game. And that is exactly what I am doing right now. As you will have seen, I've already played, I think, 1 game. But all of these games that you'll see in today's episode are going to be against a computer. But we do actually build a nice little hybrid at the end. So wait and stay tuned for that. It's one you don't want to miss. So, yeah. We're going through all the starter objectives. Obviously, the main reason I'm doing this is because you can get quite a few coins, obviously, like I said. So I'm aiming to get like 15,000 coins from all of these, especially with some of the reward packs that you get. We could get lucky, but might be able to get some nice loan players to obviously build round our first team. And yeah, it will kind of give us a bit of a nice head start kind of thing into our club. And yeah, obviously, as you can see, we've got 3,000 coins at the moment. We do have Jadon Sancho already in the team. We've got Lewandowski as a loan player that we got from the last episode. And this is, once again, another loan pack. And that is going to be Rakitic. We actually managed to get him twice in this episode, which is pretty cool. I don't know whether the first one's actually been shown yet. But yeah, the Croatian theme is kind of it's kind of a theme for today's episode, to be honest. We do manage to get Kovacic as well, which I believe you will have already seen. So that most likely is going to be my centre mid kind of partnership for the team that we're going to be building for the very first few games that we're going to be playing online. And hopefully it can turn into a pretty nice team. But yeah, I mean, look, this is very, very tedious stuff that I was doing right now. If you're wondering why we're only winning these games like 1-0 or 2-0, the sole reason is, and the main reason is because I've just been, whenever it's been asking me to play a single player seasons game for like an objective or a reward, I go and play it, and then I stick it on beginner. You can score 1 goal, get a goal ahead, and then just leave it with your centre back in your own box. And because it's on beginner, they won't come and try and get the ball off you because it's such a low level. And yeah, it kind of just works very, very nicely for just, as you can see here, look, you get different coin bonuses, but we're not really bothered about that when we've got all the catalogue objectives and stuff that we've already been put in into our club. So we get enough anyway, to be honest. And it makes it a lot less stressful because grinding out a legendary win against like the most recent team of the week with Neymar in it and stuff like that, it would not be fun, and I probably would lose. In fact, yes, I would lose, I think. And it's just, yeah, it's not fun, is it, playing against a computer? So, yeah, sometimes I did get bored, as you can see here, and just went on some runs with Jadon Sancho, try to get his goal record up a little bit. No, I'm kidding. But yeah, it was just out of pure boredom. Like, I just pick up the controller every now and then and just, you know what, fancy scoring an easy goal for a couple of hundred more, couple of coins more. Why not? We're going to do it, aren't we? So yeah, we've done the Team of the Week challenge. I believe this is like the third one in now. But as you can see, we get another reward pack, and that is going to be an Ultimate Loan Player pack. Or I think it was just 83 and above, but we got quite lucky. We got Rakitic twice, as I did mention earlier in the episode. So we've actually got Rakitic for 14 games, which is pretty decent. I mean, I'm not going to complain at all about that. An 87 rated card for 14 games at the very start of the game. Usually you'd only have them for like 7 or maybe even 5, depending on who they are. But yeah, we're flying through these objectives now. We won't have to worry about doing any more of these because these are all completed in this first episode. We've got a 2-player pack here as well. I was hoping for something better than what I got, but we did actually get a board. I thought it was going to be good. We managed to get William Carvalho. 84 rated card, probably... I'm not even too sure how much he goes for, to be fair. But yeah, it's probably going to give us a couple of thousand coins or whatever. But yeah, one of our objectives as well was to sign a new player. So I thought, you know what? A lot of people in the last episode were asking me to go ahead and sign Delaney, and that's exactly what I've done. Although he's probably not going to be in my team at the very start because I do have 2 very, very good centre mids in Rakitic and also Kovacic. And it would kind of be quite hard to fit in them 2 and then also Delaney in the same team. It'd just be a nightmare, wouldn't it? It'd be absolutely crazy to try and build that into a hybrid. But yeah, another silver reward pack here. These are kind of just irrelevant. I mean, they are kind of useful, obviously, to get a couple of hundred coins here and there. But I mean, I suppose actually every little helps, doesn't it? Every little helps. So yeah, another reward pack as well. There is a lot of packs in this episode. But yeah, we managed to get actually a Bundesliga centre back for Hoffenheim, I believe that is. And he doesn't look too bad. I mean, he's not the most amazing centre back in the world, but we will do that. I mean, we're not going to complain, are we? But yeah. Here we're just trying to, I think we mix up our team a little bit because I don't want to waste loads of like contracts on goal players by going into like going into these single player games. I don't really want to like use up all the goal players' contracts because obviously it's pointless. You can win a game against a beginner single player seasons game with like all bronze players. You could win it with 40 rated players. It's so easy. But yeah, what I would like to know as well is how often do you want me to switch my team up? What players do you want me to use? If you have any suggestions for any players that you want to see added into this Jadon Sancho Road to Glory, please let me know. A lot of people were saying for me to go ahead and carry on or try and unlock a load of foot swap players because once I get 4 of them foot swap players, I can go ahead and unlock the Paco Alcacer, who is the striker for Dortmund. I believe it is the striker for Dortmund, Paco. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it is the Spanish guy. And yeah, that would work very, very nicely into our team. It's an 84 rated card. It looks like a cool card design anyway, but he actually looks like a pretty solid striker as well. Not the paciest in the world, but one that probably will be able to do some pretty nice stuff up top, especially when we've got a couple of pacey wingers as well. I think that would work pretty nicely. But yeah, let me know in the comment section below. I think this is actually our last game before we start squad building. So yeah, we haven't got long until the team is going to be revealed. I had a couple of problems with it, but we'll soon see. But yeah, this was our squad battles game. Obviously that we had to go through, and we did manage to get a nice little reward pack as well for that. So we got a gold reward players pack, and let's have a look and see what we've got. We managed to get Scott Brown, which isn't really going to be any use for us, is it really? To be fair at this stage, but you know what, we're going to take it. It's a gold player, isn't it, at the end of the day? And then we've got another 2-player pack, and the striker Lavezzi pops up, who is kind of not going to be another player that we're going to be using. I think we will probably just go ahead and sell him. We do manage to get Brunt, who is kind of unfortunate because he's an 82 rated card. He's a very solid Bundesliga player, but he's the same position as Sancho, and I don't fancy using like a 3 at the back formation in this series. it's just not going to end well. But in the third pack, we do manage to get Karsdorp, who is a Dutch right back for Roma, who definitely will go ahead and sell for a few coins. So what I decided to do, instead of using these players for my team, I decided to go ahead and sell them on the transfer market and try and get a few thousand coins. Main reason being is because I would quite like to use coins to go ahead and build a team rather than build a team with some of the players that we've got in the packs, because yeah, I kind of prefer to start from scratch or start with a couple of players. But yeah, I had a bit of a spur of the moment and I decided to go ahead and try a little bit of sniping. So we managed to search. What we done, we set the criteria to France and Bayern Munich, and by doing that you kind of kill two birds with one stone. I'm pretty sure, where did I see this from? I think it might be Riggers done this. I've seen it from somewhere, someone that does trading videos. But yeah, this is kind of a decent method, because obviously if you do get quite lucky, you do manage to get like for example, I'm searching for Tolisso mainly for like 2200 coins, but if someone does list a Coman, I'm also going to hear about it as well, and I have the potential to snipe it and earn even more coins from that. So yeah, but we did manage to get that Tolisso for 2,200 coins, and we listed up for 2,600, and he does sell indeed. So this is me kind of brainstorming. This might be a little bit interesting for a few of you guys that are maybe struggling with hybrids or trying to build a hybrid and not really understanding the kind of concept and what goes through people's minds when they're trying to build a hybrid. This could be quite useful for you guys. So I will tell you kind of what was going through my head right here, because yeah, it's kind of it could be fairly useful. So as you can see, we've got Jadon Sancho, and we've also got the two lone players in Rakitic and also Kovacic. And obviously the very, very easy thing to do is, especially in this formation as well, the 4-4-1-1, it's quite a simple formation to build a hybrid. Literally all I would have to do for Jadon Sancho really is get a strong Dortmund link, and then just have one orange link coming off him to get him on full chemistry. Or we could get a Dutch Dortmund left back and then get like an English link off him up the top, or maybe just a normal Bundesliga link, Bundesliga League link, an orange link coming off him, and he would then get full chemistry as well. So what we decided to do, because we've got the two centre mids in Rakitic and also Kovacic, we decided to see if there's any Croatian attackers in the Bundesliga that we could go ahead and use to kind of like link them, but also Jadon Sancho in the team. So I found Rebic, and I also found Kramaric, I believe it is. They play for Hoffenheim, and I think it could be Frankfurt, I'm not too sure. But they have pretty decent cards, or what looks like from the face of it, pretty decent cards. So what I've done then, as you can see, because Rebic and also Kramaric do get full chemistry, Jadon Sancho needed a strong link. We managed to put in the left back Guerrero to get Jadon Sancho full chemistry, and then what I tried to look for was two centre backs, one from the Premier League that played for Chelsea and one from the La Liga that played for Barcelona, that were both of the same nationality. Now, unfortunately, my budget is kind of thin, and if I had all the coins in the world, I would have gone ahead and got Azpilicueta and Piqué. But we were struggling for coins, so I couldn't go down that route, and instead we just got Rudiger at the left centre-back spot and then put Leno in goal. And then for the right-hand side, we'd go ahead and get Carrera for the right mid spot, and then try and build up the chemistry from there. But I did soon come into a bit of a problem, and that problem was that I didn't really know what right centre-back I wanted to put in. And now the obvious thing to do was to go ahead and get a Croatian right centre-back from the Premier League, and then get a strong link for him from a goalkeeper. So we decided to put in a Croatian centre-back for Leicester, and then go ahead and get Schmeichel. Unfortunately for me, being not kind of aware to this, that this guy Benkovic doesn't actually have a card for Leicester on FIFA, or he did have, but it's no longer in the game and it's incredibly rare. So we were kind of stuck with the option of either having Lovren and then Mignolet in goal, because I wouldn't be able to afford Alisson, or just think about a completely different idea and route for this team, and that is exactly what I've done. So yeah, we do actually end up kind of in a bit of a muddle here. I was just scratching my head for flipping ages thinking, what on earth can I do to sort out this team? And yeah, I decided to go ahead and get Dembele for the right midfield spot, and then see if I could afford Semedo for the right back spot to kind of get Dembele and Rakitic on full chemistry and Semedo on full chemistry, so that I wouldn't have to worry about them anymore for the chemistry for the hybrid, and I could just focus on getting one player, the right centre back, full chemistry from two Premier League players in the goalkeeper and then the left centre back. So that's exactly what I did. I did have quite a few options, but obviously budget does come into play, and yeah, once again I was scratching my head. But here we're just buying Rebic and Kramaric. They were very, very cheap actually, a lot cheaper than I kind of thought they was going to be, because they do have very, very decent stats on their cards. So yeah, and also Kramaric does actually have 4-star skill moves, I believe, as well, so it's not too bad at all. But yeah, as you can see here, this is the kind of pause where I was like, what on earth shall I do and how am I going to fix this? So I was going through all the centre-backs in the Premier League to see if there's any perfect link centre-backs to goalkeeper kind of options that I could have used. Yeah, obviously I did come up with, who was there? I just saw him. Oh God, I'm not too sure. There's Pickford and Keane. Who else is there? There is... And then, sorry, actually, then my mind clicked and I realised I could have got Christensen at the right centre-back spot, and then he would get a strong link to Schmeichel, and then he'd get also a strong link to Rudiger. So we do have three Chelsea players in here, but it's the only way that I could get myself out of a hole. And yeah, we managed to do it on the budget as well, which is absolutely amazing. Dembele, we managed to get for very, very cheap as well. Semedo we got for very cheap as well, 1100 coins, and I'm pretty sure all these players I'll be able to sell for a profit. My thinking is I'm going to go ahead and play the player of this team up till about, for example, for like 6 games, and then sell them when they've got 1 contract left, so on and so forth. So yeah, that is going to be my team. Let me know in the comment section below what you guys think of it. It'd be great to hear all your opinions. There will be the games next episode, the first games with this new team. Let me know in the comment section below how you guys think I'm going to do. But yeah, let me know as well any other tips or anything that you guys have, or any other things that you guys would like to see featured in this series, and I will get around to it. But yeah, thanks very much for watching. Let me know if you guys want to see a Road to Glory every single day at 8 AM. And yeah, catch you guys next time. Peace.